Hi friends, in the last video we covered very clearly else block with try except finally blocks. So how you can when it is going to execute. So what is the main purpose with an example we covered, sir. Sir, now the next topic, very interesting topic, what we are going to discuss, various possible combinations of try except else finally. Are you getting? Various possible combinations of try except else finally. This part we have to discuss. Sir, take very special care. Almost around 25 combinations we are going to discuss, so that you will get much clarity, sir. Any syntax, is it valid or not? You should be in the position to tell. So like we are going to discuss all possibilities with the required conclusions. Take very special care, sir. Here I'm taking just I'm writing only try. That's all. Just print try block I'm taking, sir. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? Respond friends, is it valid or not? Yes. If you can take like this, sir, Python virtual machine will give left and right. What the reason is, whenever we are writing try block, compulsory either except or finally must be required. Okay? Try without except or finally is always invalid. Remember this one, sir. It is the invalid syntax. So try must be compulsory associated with either except block or finally block. If you are not taking anything, it is always invalid. Remember. Okay, next second combination. What I am taking, sir? So just except, okay, like I am taking print except print of except like this. Sir, two worst combination. Are you getting? Whenever we are writing except block, compulsory try block must be there. So except without try is always invalid, sir. Array, without risky code, what is the need of maintaining handling code? Are you getting? Without risky code, what is the need of maintaining handling code? Meaningless. That's why invalid combination. Next, third possibility. Okay, here else I'm taking print, sir, else block. Else block, right? Sir, this one is also invalid. So have you remembered, right? Compulsory, whenever we are writing else, compulsory, so except must be there. But whenever we are writing except, compulsory try must be there. Okay? Without try except, else you can't write man. Okay? So this is invalid combination. Okay, well. Sir, now I am taking finally. Okay? Remember this one. Now I am taking finally. Okay? Print, okay, finally I am taking, sir. So here this is also invalid combination, because finally block meant for cleanup code. Close the resources. The resources which are open inside try block, we have to close inside finally block. Hey, there is no try block. Without a try block, what is the need of taking finally block? That's why this one is also invalid, right? Are you in the position to understand? Now take very special care, sir. So whenever we are writing try block, compulsory except or finally must be required. So try without except or finally invalid. So whenever we are writing except block, try must be there. Except without try invalid. Next, whenever we are writing else block, so compulsory except must be required, but except without a try not possible. So try except must be required, then only we can write else block. Next, if you want to write finally, compulsory try block must be required. So finally without a try is always invalid. Are you in the position to understand? So up to these four combinations, right? Okay, well. Now I am taking try, sir, try I'm taking print try block, print of try block. Next, except print except block I'm taking, friends. Sir, take very special care. This one perfectly allowed. Okay, try except. If there is a problem, immediately except block is going to execute. Try except, it's a valid combination. Next, I'm taking try, okay, print try block, print of try block, else print of, else, like this I'm taking, sir. Have you remembered, right? In the last while discussing else, we covered about this one. So else without except is always invalid. Else without except it is always invalid. That's why this one is invalid. Whenever we are writing else block, compulsory except block must be there. Else without except is always invalid combination. Okay, well. Sir, now the next thing, very important combination. Observe carefully, sir. Now the next, here I am taking try block, print of try. Next, sir, I am taking finally, print finally I am taking, sir. Finally, print of finally. Can you please confirm, is it valid or not? Yes, friends, is it valid or not? So try and then finally. No except block, no else block. Is it valid or not? You respond. Why you are silent? Is it valid or invalid? Remember, most of the people are going to feel it is invalid. So because, sir, risky code is there, handling code must be required. Without except block, what is the need of taking try? You may get that doubt. So, but perfectly, this one is valid combination. What the reason for that is, sir, maybe a chance of raising an exception. Okay, I don't know how to handle exception. Okay, so that's why I didn't write except block. I don't know how to handle exception. I want abnormal termination only. But before abnormal termination, can you please close my database connection? Are you getting? Even abnormal termination, but before abnormal termination, can you please close my database connection? Perfectly, this one is the valid syntax, right? Try finally, without except, without else, perfectly valid combination. Have a look once, sir. Now let me show so that you people may get much clarity about this one, sir. 1 minute, friends. Here, just have a look once about this. Okay, sir. Here I am taking try block, print print of try. Next, finally, print finally, like this I am taking, sir. That's all. So try followed by finally, is it valid syntax or not? 100% pakka, it is the valid syntax only. So try finally is the output we are getting, sir. Are you in the position to understand, right? So try followed by finally itself is valid, without except, without else, right? Okay, well. So now my next one, try I am taking, try I am taking. Sir, print try block, print try I am taking. Next, sir, here else print else I am taking, print of else. Next, except print except, like this I am taking, sir. Can you please confirm, is it valid or invalid? Very important. Is it valid or invalid? Invalid. Immediately Python virtual machine will give left and right. What is the reason? Can you please tell what the reason? Immediately we will get error. What the reason? The reason for that is, so else except, first we have to take except and then else. Try except else finally. Order is important. First try and then except and then else and then finally. But here else we are taking at the beginning. That's why syntactical mistake we are going to get. So it is invalid, right? Sir, now I am taking, now sir, try okay, print try block, print of try block. Next, here do you know else print else I am taking, print of else. Finally print finally, like this I am taking, sir. Finally, like. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? I hope your knowledge is more enough to answer it is valid, whether it is the valid or not. Yes, 100% pakka invalid. Invalid. What the reason is? if you are taking else, compulsory except must be required. So without except, how you can write else? Without except, how you can write else? That's why this one is invalid combination. Okay, well, sir, now I'm taking try print of 10th combination. Try print of try, sir. Print of try. Next, except, okay, print of except. Print of except. Except I'm taking. Try except. Next, here else, print of else. Next, finally, print of finally. Print of finally. Like this I'm taking. Can you please confirm, is it valid or not? So, perfect, best example to identify the syntax right. Try, except, else, finally. Other, everything is there perfectly. It is a valid combination. Remember this one, sir. Sir, now, next one I am taking. Try, very important, sir. Try, okay. Sir, here print try block, except, print except. Sir, try except like this. Again I'm taking try print try. Next, finally, print finally. Yeah, try except try finally. Can you please tell, is it valid combination or not? Okay, remember this one is perfectly valid. So try except one syntax, next try finally, next possible syntax. Okay, so try except already completed, now try finally, next one perfectly valid combination, right? Are you in the position to understand, right? So next try except, again try except, you can take try finally, again try finally, happily you can take like so there is no doubt at all. Up to this is the clear. So total how many combinations we covered? 11 combinations we covered. So just up to this, still I will add some more. So up to this I hope it's a very clear, not required to keep any explanation, right? Sir, up to this we covered 11 combinations. Now the next one, observe carefully, sir. Here I am taking, sir, 12th combination. Here very simple. Try, I am taking print of try, sir. Try, I am taking print of try. Sir, now, sir, except, I am taking print of except. Print of except like. Sir, try, print of try, I am taking else, print of else, like this I am taking. Can you please confirm, is it valid or not? Yes, your knowledge is more enough to answer this one. Nothing will be there, sir. Yes, this one is 100% pakka. It is invalid combination. What the reason is? So try except up to this valid, but try else it is invalid. Again, because whenever we are writing else, compulsory except must be required, but you didn't write except, that's why itself is invalid combination. Okay, well, sir, next here I am taking try print try print of try. Next, except x print sir, except one. Next, except y I am taking print except 2 I am taking, sir. That's all. Can you please confirm, is it valid or invalid? This one is perfectly valid. Trying with multiple except blocks always possible, no problem at all. So a single try can be associated with multiple except blocks. Clear, right? Sir, now observe very carefully. Try I am taking print sir, try print of try. Now my requirement is, sir, this is the 14th combination. So next try I am taking, sir. So print of try. Next, take very special care about this one. Except print except block. Print of except block. Next, else else print of, sir, else 1. Next else print of else 2 I'm taking, sir. Have you observed? Can you please confirm, is it valid or invalid? 100% pakka this one is invalid combination. A single try associated with multiple except blocks, but you can't take more than one else block. Remember this one, more than one except block possible for the same try, but more than one else block not possible. Clear, right? Okay, well, same here, just observe carefully, sir. Try I'm taking print of try block, print of try block. Next except print of except print of except. Now, sir, my requirement is finally, okay, print of finally 1, sir. Next finally print of finally 2. Sir, how many finally blocks I'm taking, sir? 2 finally blocks I'm taking. So 2 finally blocks, which is invalid. Remember this one. So this one is always what? Invalid. What the reason is? So for the same try, you can take multiple except blocks. You can't take multiple else block, multiple finally blocks. Regarding finally, only 1 or 0. At most 1 finally block, at most 1 else block you have to take. But except, any number of except blocks you can take as long as exceptions are different. Are you in the position to understand, right? So this is a bit very important case. Now, I have one small doubt, sir. Observe carefully. Here, try print try I'm taking. Try print of try. Now, except print except block. Print except block. Now, sir, if 10 greater than 20, print if else else I'm taking, sir. Can you please confirm, is it valid or invalid? Ayo, respond. So try except valid. This is the if else. Sir, this else nowhere related to try. It is associated with the if block. What is the problem? If else is the valid syntax. Next and after that try except is the valid syntax. That's why no problem at all. Itself is acceptable. Okay? Any doubt about this? Clear, right? Okay, well. Now, next possibilities, observe. Sir, I'm taking 17th. 16 already completed, right? Now, try print try block. Print of try block. Next, print of hello. I'm taking hello. Sir, after try, immediately print of hello. And then except print except block I'm taking. Print of except block. Immediately error we are going to get. What the reason is? Sir, try except is a single statement. You should not write independent statements in the middle. Because of this independent statement, try will become alone, except will become alone. No link at all this try and except. Try without except or finally. Next, except without try. Syntactical errors we are going to get. Are you in the position? Between try and except, you can't write any independent statements. Observe carefully, sir. Here, I'm taking, sir, try block. Next, except block. Okay, like I'm taking. Sir, this is the valid. Perfectly, this one is the valid, sir. Valid. Now observe, valid. No problem, it is the valid. Sir, in the middle, some print hello, like some independent statement I'm taking. Observe, where I took independent statements are in between try and except I'm taking independent statement. So because of this, now try will become alone. Next, except will become alone. Remember this? So have a look once. Syntax error, invalid syntax like we are going to get. So in between try and except, you can't write any independent statements. Remember that. So same rule applicable between two except blocks also. Okay, here try, I'm taking print of try. Try, I'm taking print of try. Now except x, okay, print except 1, print of except 1 like this, right? Sir, now except y, print except 2 like this I'm taking. Now first except block, second except block, in the middle I'm taking print hello. Are you getting? So because of this, what will happen? Sir, this try except completed. Now this except will become alone without a try. This except is there. That's why it is the invalid syntax. So between two except blocks in the middle, you can't write any print statement. Any doubt about this one? Clear, right? Next, similarly. Okay, now observe carefully. Try print try print of try. Next, except print except like try except. Next, else I'm taking print of else. So here, do you know, try except else, perfectly valid syntax, no problem at all. But in the middle I'm taking print hello. So between except block and else block, I'm taking independent statement. Immediately error we are going to get. Okay, because try except valid syntax. Now because of this print statement, else will become alone. That's why it is invalid syntax. Remember this. Sir, similarly, okay, last, here try print try I'm taking try print of try. Now except print of except. Next, sir, here take very special care about this terminology, right? Sir, I'm taking finally try except and then finally here print finally like. So try except finally valid. So after try except, one independent statement I'm taking. Okay, print of hello. Independent statement I'm taking print of hello. Immediately error by default we are going to get. The reason is try except, okay, well, but because of this print, now this finally will become alone. So that's all. That's why this one is the invalid combination. So means that try except else finally is a single statement. In the middle, you can't write independent statements. By mistake, if you are writing independent statements, then immediately you are going to get error. Is it clear for all of it? Sir, up to these how many combinations we covered? 20 combinations we covered. Still some more are there. Okay, be ready. Sir, up to this we covered 20 combinations, right? Let me go for some more combinations. Sir, here observe, I'm taking 21 try. Within the try block, I'm taking, sir, print inner try. Print inner try. Next, except print inner except. Inner except. Okay, next, finally. Okay, print sir, inner finally, like this I'm taking. So now here except, sir, print outer except, outer except, like this I'm taking. Sir, take a bit very special care about this terminology. What is the important conclusion here is within the try block, try except finally, try except else finally, you can take inside try, inside except block, inside finally block also. Nesting try except else finally is always possible. Remember this one, sir. So it is a valid thing. Next, I'm taking, sir, 22nd try. Okay, print try block. Next except block, except. Within the except block, I'm taking try, sir, print inner try. Inner try I'm taking. Next here except print of inner except. Print of inner except, like this I'm taking. So where I'm defining this try except, sir, inside except block. So inside except block you can take try except else finally perfectly acceptable, sir. Similarly, okay, here try I'm taking print try block, print of try. Next except I'm taking print except block, print of except block I'm taking try except. Sir, I'm writing else inside else block. Inside else block I'm taking try print try. Next finally print finally, like this I'm taking, sir. So where we are writing, sir, this try finally. Have you remembered try finally the valid syntax? This valid syntax you are taking inside else block, no problem, perfectly acceptable. Remember this one. Same here I'm taking try, sir, here 24th try print try block, try print of try block. Now, sir, here except print except block, print except block. Now finally, okay, finally I'm taking, sir, finally. So now take very special care. Inside finally block, sir, I'm taking try print okay, try another try. Next except I'm taking, so print except. Can you please confirm, is it valid or not? Yes. Inside finally you can take try except, no problem at all. So try except else finally you can take inside try block, you can take inside except block, you can take inside else block, you can take inside finally block also. Everywhere you can take nesting of try except else finally is always possible. Clear, right? Okay. Now next one more thing I'm going to talk. Sir, here observe very carefully. 25th combination I'm taking try. So within that try I'm taking try, okay, print inner try, print inner try. Now, sir, here except I'm taking, sir, print except block, print except block. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? Is it valid or not? Inside a try I'm taking try and then except I'm taking. Is it valid or not? Invalid. So this except block related to outer try. Sir, now for this inner try, no except, no finally. Where is the except block or finally? Try without except or finally is always invalid combination. Remember this one, sir. This one is the valid or invalid? Invalid combination, because this try will become alone. No except block, no finally block. That's why itself is invalid, right? Now I'm taking here just the try I'm taking. Inside try. So print okay, print try. Next finally print finally I'm taking, sir. Sir, now except okay, print except. Can you please tell, is it valid or not? 100% pakka it is the valid. So within the try I'm taking try finally, valid syntax. Next try except, valid syntax. What is the problem, sir? So now I hope is clear for all of you, right? So with these 26 combinations, if tomorrow if any new combination is coming, you should be in the position to answer. Are you in the position to understand, right? Sir, almost 26 combinations. All these combinations I covered very clearly in our material. So don't worry, just go through the material. Have a look once. Observe carefully. Sir, this is about our material. Here, do you know first combination, second combination, third combination, fourth, like almost around 25 combinations. 25 combinations are there in our material, sir. You are not required to worry about these things. All these things I kept in our material form. Just go through these combinations, right? So next, before that, just whatever conclusions we had, let me talk once. Here see various possible combinations of try except else finally. Okay, observe important conclusions, right? Very important, sir. So whenever we are writing try block, compulsory we should write except or finally. Are you getting? Whenever we are writing try block, compulsory we should write except or finally block. Okay, so that is try without except or finally is always invalid. Is it, remember, is it clear, right? Try without except or finally is always invalid. Next up, whenever we are writing except block, compulsory try block should be there. So except without try is always invalid. Okay, well, sir, whenever we are writing finally block, compulsory try block should be there. Finally without try is always invalid. Remember this one. Sir, next, here observe carefully. Whenever we are writing else block, compulsory except block should be there, sir. So else without except is always invalid. Else without except is always invalid. Is it clear? Next, we can write multiple except blocks. Yes, try with multiple except blocks possible. We can write multiple except block for the same try, but we can't write multiple else blocks and finally blocks. Multiple else blocks, multiple finally blocks for the same try is invalid. Remember. Next, in try except else finally, order is important. Compulsory we should take first try and then any number of except blocks and then else and then finally. Order is important, right? Next, we can write try except else finally inside try except else and finally blocks. Hence, nesting of try except finally is always possible. Nesting of try except finally else finally is always possible. Are you in the position to understand, right? Various possible combinations of this try except else finally. Almost these 26 combinations I hope you got very clearly, right? So any explanation is required? Clear for all of you, right? Okay, that's all. Hi friends, in the last videos we covered very clearly what are various possible combinations of try except else finally. Sir, almost around 25 combinations we discussed with clear conclusions, right? Now I hope you people got very clearly about the possible combinations, right? Sir, now the next very important topic what I have to discuss, just observe types of exceptions. So what are various types of exceptions are there in Python? We have to discuss this topic, very important for day-to-day coding and even for interview room also. That's why take very special care about this one, sir. Sir, can you please spell out how many types of exceptions are there? Yes, friends, there are two types. The first one, predefined exceptions. What is the first one? Predefined exceptions. Second one, sir, if it is not predefined, then obviously someone is the responsible to define. Okay, programmer is the responsible, developer is the responsible to define. Such type of exceptions are called user defined exceptions. Remember this one, user defined exceptions. So how many types of exceptions are there? There are two types of exceptions. First one, predefined exceptions. Second one, user defined exceptions, right? Sir, now you may ask, what about predefined exceptions? Sir, Python's inbuilt exceptions. We came across multiple exceptions in our last examples, right? Zero division error, value error, attribute error. Have you remembered? Okay, file not found error, like multiple errors we covered. All these things are Python's inbuilt exceptions. Remember, these ones are predefined exception. These things are right. So these predefined exceptions will be raised automatically by the Python virtual machine whenever a particular event occurs. Remember this one, whenever a particular event occurs, automatically Python virtual machine will raise these predefined exceptions. Okay, best example for you here, just print 10 by 0 I'm taking, sir. Can you please confirm, if I can take print 10 by 0, what is the answer? What is the answer? Whenever we are trying to perform zero division error, immediately Python virtual machine will raise zero division error. Okay, zero division error. Immediately Python virtual machine will raise zero division error. Remember that. Sir, similarly, suppose I want to convert sir, string to int type. Have you remembered? At the very beginning classes we cover typecasting functions. I want to convert string value to int type. Int function we require to use, right? Suppose I am taking x is equal to int of 10. Okay, I'm converting string to int type. Of course, this string internally contains 10, means number into value only. No problem at all, sir. No issue. It is acceptable. Suppose I'm taking x is equal to int ten. We are trying to convert string to int value, but the string not representing int value, then immediately we are going to get value error. Are you getting? So the exceptions which are raised automatically by the Python virtual machine whenever a particular event occurs, such type of exceptions are PVM exceptions, Python virtual machine exceptions, or predefined exceptions, or Python inbuilt exceptions, right? Are you in the position to understand? Whatever exceptions we covered up to this in our exception handling concept, all these things are predefined exceptions. But what about user defined? That part we are going to discuss. So just let me show these two things, right? Okay, these two examples, right? Observe a bit very carefully, sir. Here I'm taking, here just my requirement is, observe, print 10 by 0 I'm taking. Print 10 by 0 I'm trying to take, sir. If I can take 10 by 0, what is the answer we are going to get, sir? Have you observed, right? Zero division error, division by 0. So whenever we are trying to perform, okay, division by 0, immediately Python virtual machine will raise zero division error, division by 0. So it is a predefined Python inbuilt exception, Python predefined exception. Python virtual machine know everything about this exception when it has to raise such type of information. PVM already aware. That's why whenever we are trying to perform division by 0, immediately Python virtual machine is going to raise zero division error. Is it clear, right? Sir, same way, what about value error? Let me show, sir. Here, observe carefully. Here I'm taking, so x is equal to, sir, x is equal to int of 10 I'm taking, print of x value. Now observe, we are trying to convert string to int type. Yes, this string internally contains int value only. That's why we never going to get any problem. Happily the code, sir, runs and print 10, sir. Okay, well, sir, instead of 10, by mistake ten is there. Now observe, ten is there, sir. If ten is there, then immediately, so we are going to get value error. Remember, so we are trying to convert string to int value, but the string not representing int. That's why value error we are getting, sir. Who is the responsible to raise this exception? I respond either zero division error or value error. Who is the responsible to raise these exceptions? Python virtual machine. Next, these are Python's inbuilt exception. Such type of exceptions are called predefined exceptions, Python virtual machine exception, or inbuilt exceptions, right? Are you in the position to understand? So whatever we discussed up to this, these are predefined exceptions only. So the second category, user defined exceptions, that part we will take care. Just up to this, whatever we covered, have a look once, sir. Here, just we discussed about types of exception. How many types of exceptions are there? There are two types of exceptions. What is the first category? Predefined exception. Second category, user defined exception. Sir, user means programmer, developer. Okay, such type of exceptions are user defined. We will discuss in detail. Next, here observe what is the predefined exceptions. Okay, also known as inbuilt, also known inbuilt exceptions are PVM exceptions. These will be raised automatically by Python virtual machine whenever a particular event occurs. So predefined exceptions will be raised automatically Python virtual machine whenever a particular event occurs. Division by zero division error, converting string to int, but string is not a int value, then immediately value error. Like, sir, observe very carefully this example 1. Whenever we are trying to perform division by 0, automatically Python will raise zero division error. Python means Python virtual machine will raise zero division error. Print 10 by 0, zero division error. Whenever we are trying to convert string str value to int type and the string doesn't contain int value, then we will get what? Value error automatically. So who is the responsible to raise zero division error, value error? Who is the responsible? Python virtual machine is the responsible to raise these things are by default considered predefined exceptions or inbuilt exceptions or PVM exceptions, because Python virtual machine has complete information about these exceptions, which when these things should be raised, PVM already having complete information, right? Sir, up to this, any doubt about this one? Clear, right? So now I have to talk about user defined exceptions. Up to this, any doubt? Sir, the next category of the exceptions is user defined exceptions. Okay, who is the user here? Programmer or developer is the user, developer. So sometimes we have to define our own exceptions and we have to raise explicitly to indicate something goes wrong. Remember this one, boss, something goes wrong, I can't process your request, so that's why I'm stopping by raising error. So we have to define our own exceptions and we have to raise explicitly whenever something goes wrong. Remember this one. So these exceptions which are defined by developer or programmer, these exceptions are by default considered as user defined exceptions or customized exceptions or programmatic exceptions. We have to raise programmatically programmatic exceptions or customized exceptions or user defined exceptions. Sir, okay, can you please tell one scenario, okay, related to this one, sir? How you can explain? So can you explain with an example so that we will get much clarity, like you may ask. Observe a bit very carefully, sir. Sir, not one scenario, 2 or 3 scenarios I will explain so that you may get much clarity, sir. Sir, best example, here just assume bank application, sir. Okay, because everyone having some basic idea about this bank application, even in the whoops we covered this type of things, right? So in bank application, okay, assume common operations related to the bank, deposit operation, withdraw operation, right? So I want to withdraw amount, okay, in my account 10,000 is there, 10,000 balance is there. I want to withdraw amount. So how much amount you want to withdraw? Compulsory, the requested amount should be less than or equal to available balance. Remember this one, should be either less or equal to available balance. So requested amount should not be greater than available balance. But here, do you know, sometimes My account contains 10,000 rupees only in my account. I want to withdraw 20,000. Just I will go to the ATM center, swipe the card, enter 20,000. What will happen? I know money won't come. By mistake I may get, then I can enjoy. Okay, by mistake so I tried to withdraw 20,000. Immediately you are going to get insufficient funds. Have you heard about this one? Insufficient funds. Okay, internally how this functionality is implemented, just a basic idea. Assume that it is a withdraw function or withdraw method, withdraw function I'm taking. So how much amount you have to withdraw? Sir, def withdraw amount. Now I'm taking if amount greater than or equal to balance. If amount greater than or equal to balance. Sir, something goes wrong. We can't proceed this request. So I have to stop by raising exception, right? What I'm taking? Raise insufficient funds exception. Raise insufficient funds exception. Like this I did, sir. I did. So if a requested amount greater than or equal to balance, can you please raise insufficient funds exception? Okay, sir, now else okay, process request. Okay, else process request as per our business requirement. Okay, sir, now my question is, so if requested amount greater than or equal to balance, raise insufficient funds exception. So insufficient funds exception, is it Python inbuilt exception? No. So for bank application, based on my programming requirement, I define my own exception and I'm creating this exception object and I'm raising that exception object. Sir, here which keyword we are using? Raise keyword we are using to raise our own exception. Sir, this exception what we are using is the programmatic customizer exception, user defined exception, right? Are you in the position to understand? Don't feel always zero division error, value error only. No, we have to define our own exceptions also. Any doubt about this? Clear, right? First example. Now here just observe one more example, sir. Okay, so do you know mobile recharge application? Mobile recharge application, sir. Observe a bit very carefully. Mobile recharge application. Do you know how you can recharge your mobile? Sir, I'm talking especially specific to India. Okay, in India, how we can recharge our mobile phones? Assume that it is the prepaid. How you can recharge? Do you know these days? Okay, there are mobile recharge apps are available. Applications are there. By using that, you can do online very easily, sir. But in the olden days, if you go, so almost around 5 to 6 years before or 10 years before, then we are not having online recharge facility, right? Then what we have to take? We have to go to the shop wala is going to provide, so scratch card, then we have to, sir, on the scratch, if you scratch, then a big number by default we are going to get. So BEGH456, a big number you are going to get. This number you have to enter in your mobile. Okay, then the requested amount will be recharged, sir. Okay, this is scratch card kind of thing, sir. Sir, what happened? Most of the people, what they are going to do is, sir, I paid 100 rupees, then I got this scratch card, I scratch that, then this is the number I got. Then I have to enter this number. So my mobile is going to be recharged. But most of the times what I am going to take, 456 is there. Compulsory 455 also should be there. Okay, 455 also should be there. What I will do is, I will try to enter 123 BEGH 455. So whenever I am trying to enter, immediately we are going to get invalid pin exception. Are you getting? Invalid pin exception, there is no such type of number pin. Okay, Then 455 not working. Maybe 457 may work. Okay, 1 2 3 BEGH 457 I will try. Whenever I'm trying 457, the invalid pin exception. Okay, like, oh, I realized that array this one and this one is not there. Compulsory we require to enter this one only. Like, moreover, I got alert message. 2 attempts already failed. If you are going to enter wrong pin third time, your mobile is going to be blocked. Okay, like some message also. Your SIM is going to be blocked, like I got message. Then, so I have to enter, okay, this number. Then my mobile is going to be recharged. Are you in the position to understand? Anyone having this type of experience, right? Most of the people at the beginning days, they did like this. Okay, so make sure the service provider never going to generate these things in the sequence. Remember this one, compulsory they are going to generate random wise only, because if they are going to generate sequence, the problem is 4 5 6 if you aware. Okay, then 4 5 7 4 5 8 4 5 9. Okay, like continuously happily you can recharge, you can use all those things, right? That's why so sequential they won't print, compulsory they are going for random number generation only. Okay, well, sir, here just observe DEF recharge. DEF recharge. Sir, can you please enter pin? Okay, I have to enter pin. So if a pin is not valid, if a pin is not valid, sir. So you entered wrong pin. Okay. Now can you please raise invalid pin exception? Can you please raise invalid pin exception like this, right? So what is this invalid pin exception? This is nothing but what? Customizer exception, our own exception. To meet the programming requirement, we define our own exception. Such type of exception is called what? User defined exception, customizer exception. Are you in the position to understand one small use case where we have this type of requirements, right? Okay, well, sir, still let me go for one more very important example, sir. Sir, what my next example is? Take very special case, sir. Sir, here Durga matrimonial application. Okay, matrimonial application, sir. Durga matrimonial application is there. I want to develop this application. So in India, the minimum age to go for marriage is 18 years. Okay, my application decided max age 60 years, right? Okay, for this age group, my application will provide support. Assume 18 years to 60 years. Below 18 years, marriage illegal in India. Okay, but 60 years, after 60 years, so even it is legal, there is no use of going for marriage. Okay, after 60 years, right? Now observe very carefully, right? I want to develop such type of application. Okay, like, sir, I have one small question. Are you married? You, yes or no? Are you married? Most of the times whenever I ask this question in the classroom, whenever I ask, everyone is going to tell not married. Even their age is 30 plus also. Okay, everyone is going to tell not married. Hurry, why you didn't go for marriage? Sir, no job. So no job. Once I got the job, then I will think about marriage. Like this type of statements I'm generally hearing in the classroom. Take very special care. At the age of 60 years also, you can get the job, but at the age of 60 years, you won't get marriage. Okay, that's why. So, getting marriage, getting job, getting marriage at right time is a very important. Job throughout your life, anytime you can do that. Okay, next, moreover, getting job is very easy than getting marriage. Remember that. If you are going to upload your profile in job sites, okay, your resume, you upload it in Naukri, next times like Monster, like if you are going to upload your profile in the job sites, similarly, parallelly, better to upload in the matrimonial sites also, okay? Or otherwise you can convey to your father, father, I started job trials, can you please start my marriage trials? Like you have to request, because getting marriage in India especially, okay, these days is a very very difficult, especially for the gent, remember that, okay? But I am very lucky because I got married already, okay? Now observe. Sir, now my application 18 to 60 years it's going to provide. Now my question is, there is one person came, sir. He want to so register in my application. His age 99 years, sir. Are you getting? His age is what? 99 years. Yet this age he is trying to register. Then what I have to do? So something goes wrong, because my application should not accept this one. Now I'm going to tell very beautiful exception I'm going to raise, okay? Two young exception. Are you getting? Two young exception, okay? Please wait some more time. Please wait some more time. Definitely you will get the best match, okay? Definitely you will get best match. Are you getting? Definitely you will get best match, like I'm taking. So just for fun, okay, sir, 99 means too old, like you have to, just for fun, just I reverse. Next, so there is one person came, he want to upload his profile, but unfortunately his age is 12 years only. At the age of 12 years only, he is hurry for the marriage. Then immediately my application, what it's going to tell? Two old exception. Your age already crossed marriage age. Marriage age. No chance of getting marriage. Okay, like I'm taking, sir. No chance of getting marriage, like so this exception I'm going to raise. Now take very special care, just for fun, reversing, sir. 99, actually two old exception I have to write just for fun. Two young exception, 12 two old exception, because you don't know the legal rules, so that's why just I'm taking your age already crossed, you can't get the marriage, like so then he is going to think about what is the correct age and so on, then he may get the legal rules. Now observe very carefully, sir, what is these two young exception? What is this two old exception? Okay, to meet our programming requirement, we have to define our own exceptions. We have to raise these exceptions to indicate something goes wrong. Such type of exceptions are by default considered customized exceptions or user defined exceptions. Now, are you in the position to understand? 3 examples I covered, sir. What is the first one? So, insufficient funds exception. Second one, invalid PIN exception. Third one, too young exception, too old exception. Like you people should aware. Now everyone got basic idea about what is the meaning of customizer exception. Of course, how to define that part I will explain. How to define, use, raise, that part I am going to take care. Sir, observe a bit very carefully, sir. Use or define exceptions. Okay, now have a look once. Also known as customizer exceptions or programmatic exceptions. These user defined exceptions also known as customizer exceptions or programmatic exceptions. Sometimes we have to define and raise exceptions explicitly to indicate that something goes wrong. Such a type of exceptions are called user defined exceptions or customizer exceptions or programmatic exceptions. Remember, so we have to define, we have to raise exceptions to indicate something goes wrong. Such a type of exception, user defined or customizer programmatic exceptions, right? Sir, now I have one small doubt. Here observe very carefully, sir. Here if you observe these examples, here who is raising insufficient funds exception? We are raising. Are you getting? I'm using insufficient funds exception. I'm raising. Python virtual machine doesn't have any information about our exceptions, because these exceptions are not Python inbuilt exception, our own exception. we know when we have to rise. Okay, Python virtual machine won't write these exceptions automatically. We have to rise explicitly by using which keywords are rise keyword. Are you getting? So PVM, Python virtual machine, not having any information about these exception. That's why we have to rise explicitly by using which keywords are rise keyword. Remember, have a look once. So now programmer is responsible to define these exceptions, and the Python virtual machine not having any idea about these. Okay, hence we have to rise explicitly based on our requirement by using which keywords are rise. Are you getting? By using which keyword? Rise keyword. Rise keyword can be used to rise exceptions. Most of the times we are going to use customized exceptions, because predefined exceptions PVM automatically rise, but customized exception PVM won't rise. So some keyword must be required to rise. For that rise keyword we are going to use. Clear for all of you, right? Now observe. Sir, can you please give an example? Okay, insufficient funds exception, invalid pin exception, too young exception, too old exception. These are the best examples, right? So now I hope you people are having clear clarity what is the meaning of customized exceptions theoretically, right? Sir, how to define, how to rise, that part I will take care. Up to this clear? Any doubt? Hi friends, up to this it is very clear what is the meaning of customized exceptions, predefined exceptions, like. Now the next thing what I have to discuss, how to define and rise customized exceptions. Very important. Have a look once, sir. If you want to define any exception, so every exception in Python is a class. So if you want to define your own exception, you have to write your exception class. Are you getting right? So defining customized exception means you have to write the exception class. Sir, next, when a class will get exception ability, suppose I am taking, sir, class test. Okay, I am taking class test. Can I use this class as exception? Can I use this class as an exception? No. So it is not exception class. It is a normal class. When we can use a class as exception, when this class is going to get exception ability, compulsory this class should be child class of base exception, either directly or indirectly. Remember, right? In the last video somewhere we covered exception hierarchy. Okay, so which class acts as the base for all exceptions, right? I hope you people may remember base exception. Okay, so for this base exception, child class is there, exception. So for this exception, child class is there, arithmetic error. Okay, arithmetic error, like we have multiple, right? So compulsory your exception class also should be child class of base exception, either directly or indirectly, no problem at all. So what I will take is, so most of the times if you want to define your own exception, okay, better to make your exception class is the child class exception. It is a common programming practice. Okay, here you have to write too young exception, something like, or too old exception. So if you want to write your class should be exception class, so it should extend either exception or base exception or any exception, compulsory it should fall under this base exception hierarchy. Is it clear, right? Sir, now I want to take class, okay, too young exception, class too young exception. Okay, it is a normal class. When this class will have exception ability means, do you know, it should be child class of either base exception or arithmetic error, like anything you can take, but general programming practice, okay, exception like this we can. Are you in the position to understand? We have to write a class, sir, name of the exception class, and it should be child class of exception. Next, I hope you remembered, if you want to raise a two young exception, okay, your exception having any description or not. Suppose here, have you observed? Zero division error. Zero division error. This is the name of the exception. Division by zero. Division by zero. This is the description. This is the name of the exception. This is the description. Like two young exception. Two young exception. Okay. Two young exception. This is the name of the exception. And I want some description also. What that description is? Array, please wait some more time. Please wait some more time. Definitely you will get best match. Definitely you will get best match. Remember this one. Please wait some more time. Definitely you will get best match. Remember this one, sir. So means that so this is the description. So your exception having some description or not. If your exception having some description, so it is the argument to constructor. Now what I have to take? DEF underscore init underscore self. Do you know what is this syntax, right? Constructor comma message is. This is the description, sir. Okay, here you have to declare self dot message is equal to message like. That's all. So this is the way how you can define, predefine, I mean customize your exceptions, right? Write a class, which is the child class of exception. Next of write constructor and so some message variable. So create one instance variable self dot message is equal to message like you can take. Here this variable can be anything you can take, but better to take here compulsory instance variable should be MSG. Any doubt about this one, sir? Clear, right? Okay, this is the way how you can define, okay, our own customized exceptions concept. Okay, of course with example. So with the program, executable program, I will explain. First get the basic idea. Next I have to so raise this based on my requirements. How you can raise this one? So how you can raise this one based on our requirement, right? Sir, very simple. Create an object for this class. Okay, now I'm taking so to old to young exception like this. I'm taking to young exception. Okay, here just pass the description, whatever description you want you can pass. So to young exception, please wait some more time. Definitely you will get the best match. Okay, this is the message. Description, whatever you want for this, you have to pass this one, sir. So you created exception object. Now you have to raise this exception object explicitly. Then automatically we have to use which keywords are raise keyword. Remember this one. Okay, raise this exception object. Now immediately Python virtual machine got this exception object. No handling code. Stop the program by raising this exception. Is it clear for all of you? How to define our own exception, how to raise our own exception. That's all. This is the syntactical thing what you people should aware. So any explanation is required. So is it possible to define any number of our own exceptions or not? Yes, that facility Python people provided. No problem. Write a class which is the child class of exception. Write the constructor. Declare one instance variable with provided value. That's it. Suppose if I don't want to pass any description. Yes, man. I don't want to pass any description. Then the constructor is also not required. Just pass. That's all. This constructor you can ignore if you don't have any description. Okay, clear, right? Any explanation is required? Just observe carefully. Here, how to define and raise customized exceptions. Okay, now here just observe. Every exception in Python is a class. and it should be child class of base exception either directly or indirectly. Sir, it's not compulsory child class of base exception directly, either directly or indirectly. Next, class name of exception. Sir, next predefined exception should be some parent. Next, this is the constructor what we have. This is the syntax to define our own exception. Sir, example if you want, have a look once. Example, class to young exception, which is the child class of exception. Now self comma message, self dot message is equal to message. To young exception is our own exception class name, and it is the child class of exception, which is the predefined exception. Exception is the predefined exception. To young exception is our own exception class name. Okay, well, next here, so we can raise exception by using raise keyword. Remember this one, which keyword we require to use? Raise keyword we require to use, sir. Next, raise to young exception. Here message, whatever description you want to provide, happily you can provide. So theoretically, are you feeling comfortable how to define and how you can raise customizer exceptions? If you feel comfortable, then happily we can go for executable program so that you people can feel more comfortable. Any doubt? Sir, let me convert the total theory of customizer exceptions, sir, into an executable program so that you will get much clarity. Observe very carefully, sir. So how to define customizer exceptions? Sir, here class to young exception. Sir, I'm taking to young exception. So compulsory our exception class, okay, our exception is a class and it should be child class of base exception either directly or indirectly. Sir, I'm taking generally exception, okay, exception like this I'm taking, sir. Now my target is, so your exception is going to accept some description or not? Yes, okay, def underscore init underscore, okay, self comma message, okay, like I'm taking. So because we want to pass some description, okay, that's why now self dot message, self comma message, self dot message is equal to message, that's all. So first customizer exception is ready. That's all. This is the very simple, sir. Defining our own exception is the very simple. Nothing is there. Sir, now class to old exception, class to old exception, it is the child class of exception. It should be child class of exception, right? Class to old exception, it is the child class of exception. Okay. Def underscore init underscore self comma message, sir. Here self dot message is equal to message like. Yes, okay. Second customizer exception is also ready, friends. Sir, up to this any doubt? Can you please confirm? So here how you can define our own exceptions. Okay, well, sir, how you can use these exceptions? How you can raise these exceptions? Let me talk about this one. Here, read age. Sir, this is, I'm taking this one related to matrimonial application. Okay, I want to enter, end user is the responsible to enter age. Based on his age, I have to provide proper response. Okay, well, so I will ask, Ray, can you please enter your age? Okay, int age is, sir, here just take very special care about this one, sir. Age is equal to, sir, int input enter age. Can you please enter your age? Okay. If age greater than 60, sir. If age is greater than 60, maybe someone is trying to register in the matrimonial website with 90 years or 99 years. What I want to take? I want to provide, okay, rise to young exception, rise too young exception, please wait some more time. Please wait some more time. Definitely you will get the best match. Okay, definitely you will get the best match. Definitely you will get best match. Are you getting? Rise to young exception. Please wait some more time. Definitely you will get the best match. Remember. So then immediately ask, sir, age greater than 60. So two old exceptions are, but you are rising to young exception just for fun. Okay. I know. Actually we have to rise two old exception, but here two young exception just for fun. It is just reversing the. Sir, please wait some more time. Definitely you will get best match. Sir, when is going to get best match? So maybe somewhere at Swargam or Narkam somewhere. Because after a few years, some more days, definitely this person will be gone. 99 years age person. Still how many days will be there? Very rare. So definitely wait some time. You will get best match. Okay, like. Sir, Elif age less than 18 years. Sir, I want to provide support. So my matrimonial application will provide support from 18 to 60 years only. Remember. So if age greater than 60, rise, okay, exception. If age less than 18, still it is also invalid. Something goes wrong. To indicate I have to rise exception. Now, rise to old exception. Rise to old exception. Okay. So what I have to take, sir? To old exception. Your age already crossed marriage age. Your age already crossed marriage age. No chance of getting marriage. No chance of getting marriage. Like this I am taking, sir. Your age already crossed marriage age. No chance of getting marriage. Just for fun. Reversing I am taking, sir. Actually here, age less than 18 means too young exception. Age greater than 60 means too old exception. We have to take. But I reversed, sir, just for fun. Beyond that, nothing. Okay, next, else, sir. Sir, can you please tell? So when the control will comes to else block? If the age is not greater than 60, age not less than 18. So means within our range only, 18 to 16. Then what I have to take? Okay, print. Okay, just I have to take print. Just very simple, sir. Print. Okay, so thanks for registration. You will get match details. You will get match details soon by email. Okay, like I'm taking, sir. Soon by email. Okay, like. So if age greater than 60, something goes wrong, rise to young exception. Age less than 18, something goes wrong, rise to old exception. Next, otherwise, no exception, print proper message. Are you in the position to understand, right? A simple basic example to understand how to define our own exception, how you can rise, sir, exception based on programming requirement. Any doubt? Can I execute this code? Just have a look once, sir. Here, same example I took, sir. Just observe. Class to young exception is the parent class. Sir, this is the constructor. Now you know how you can define. Sir, that's all. This is the first exception class. Next, this is the second exception class. Two old exception. Sir, total how many customized exceptions I defined? Two customized exceptions I defined, sir. Next, input enter age. Okay, if age greater than 60, rise to young exception. Because something goes wrong, please wait some more time. Definitely you will get the best match. Where you will get the best match? After death maybe. Okay, if age less than 18, rise to old exception. your age already crossed marriage age, no chance of getting marriage. Else, sir, else means age is not less than 18, not greater than 60. Perfect. Then you will get match details soon by email. So everything is clear for you people, right? Not required to define. So how you can define, how you can rise based on your programming requirement. Best example to understand, friend. Sir, now let me execute this code. Have a look once. Sir, I'm taking here. Let me execute this code. Py test.py. Enter age, sir. 99. Okay, 99, grandfather age. Okay, what is the response it's going to tell? Pass, it is telling too young exception. Please wait some more time. Please wait some more time. Definitely you will get the best match. Are you getting? So please wait some more time. Definitely you will get the best match. Sir, enter age. This time 12 years I'm taking, sir. Now too old exception. Your age already crossed marriage age, no chance of getting marriage. Remember this one, sir. So next, sir, 25, perfect marriage age for the gent. 25 I'm taking, sir. No exception. You will get the match details soon by email. So I hope the terminology is very clear for you people, how to define, how you can raise our exceptions, right? Sir, now I have one small point, take very special case, sir. Sir, do you know, too young exception is our own exception. Too old exception is our own exception. Our own exception. Python virtual machine not having any information about this. So when this exception should be raised, PVM not having any information. Who is the responsible to raise a programmer responsible based on our programming requirement, based on our functionality? I have to raise this exception. PVM not having any idea. That's why. So which keyword we require to use? Rise keyword we require to use. Again, which keywords are? Rise. Rise keyword best suitable for customized exceptions, not for predefined exceptions. Remember this one, sir. Rise keyword best suitable for customized exceptions, but not for predefined exception. Even if you want, you can use for predefined exception, but it's not a good programming practice. Are you in the position to understand, right? That's all. So this is the total concept of customized exceptions. Very, very important for the interview room, even for day-to-day coding also. Clear, right? That's all. Your exception handling concept got completed. I hope you can enjoy. Just a review again so that you will get much clarity. Any doubt about this? Clear, right?